First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX and WIBX950.com.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.
Head coach Gary Heenan on the line right now. Good morning, Gary. Good morning.
Good morning. How's everybody?
Good. How's the laptop? Everything good?
There's a couple new dents.
Okay. All right. Just checking. Okay. So let's start out by I heard from a number of people saying you got to get a hold of Gary. He and the Nazareth coach went at it the other night. And Gary was the victor. What do you know? Is there any truth to this?
You know, it's one of those. You get tougher when the ref's in between you.
Yeah.
There's
That's
that
true.
sheet of plexiglass that every 5-6 years takes a beating between the two coaches. So it's been a little while, but I thought the opposing team started taking some liberties on us.
Okay.
And some pretty high, dirty hits, and we did have a significant injury in the game, and our guys reacted to that, led to a little brouhaha, and between our players and coaches, and not ideal. We're shorthanded as it is, and then now we've got 3 guys suspended for the next couple games. And,
Wow.
We're still trying to win a title here. We're in first place, and we play today, we play tomorrow, we play Saturday. So we're down to the nitty-gritty here 2 weeks, and we're limping along, but still believe in the team and pretty excited about the next couple weeks.
I never liked Nazareth. I didn't like the band. I don't like the team. I'm just telling you. The college, don't like them either. None of it. I'm not a fan.
The coaches were arguing, not fighting, right?
Well, they had plexiglass in between.
Okay, but so it was an argument. When he said there was a brouhaha with coaches, what?
It's about, your heads go around the glass. You're up on the dasher board. You're nose to nose. You're flapping your wings at each other. And, I wish that there was 3,500 people there because.
That was my next question, Gary.
Yeah, as you know, they would have had our back.
Oh, yeah.
Would have chanted that team off the ice.
Oh, it would have. Oh, I can only imagine.
So let me.
Yeah.
You've got the ECHC. Am I saying that right?
What? The UCHC.
Yes, thank you. The UCHC tournament coming up. The home seed hosts games. Some of those will be at the Adirondack Bank Center in early April. Can you have fans for the tournament?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I think certainly NCAA-wise we're allowed. The county and the Comets are preparing for it. So I think you're going to have to get the AD or president on the phone for that.
Okay.
All
right.
My text message.
I asked a question super secret. Not even Gary Heenan knows,
or knows, but wouldn't take. Isn't gonna shake things up. He's not even going to answer it. Any truth
he would tell us.
Any truth that you pulled the suit coat over the head of his coach? Answer the question.
I started feeding him big time. I jersey him. Yeah.
Nice.
Is there any truth to the rumor that Tony Romo called you for broadcasting advice?
I got to tell you, you're doing a great job.
Agreed.
On the PNY Comets games.
Yeah, it's a privilege they asked me, and it's just having fun. I mean, honestly, the guy taps me on the arm and says, "Talk."
Yeah.
And so, you just talk hockey, and it's great to know some of those guys much more intimately than some other people, and so you get some insights on how guys are feeling and what they're trying to do, and it's just fun. I'm actually really enjoying it, and looking forward to doing a few more in the future.
All right. Well, it's funny because after you had watched, Jeff, right, the first game. You're like,
oh yeah, and I text him
Gary
after a
is
game.
So good at this.
I text Gary after one game. I couldn't believe it. Like I said, the first 2 games I watched, I kind of just had it on in the background with the volume down. I was just kind of score checking is what I was doing. And then, I don't know, it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe it was the last game they got to play. He did the game, and I listened to it, and he was funny, and he was on point. I couldn't believe it. I said, forget this head coaching thing, get him in a booth full time.
He's still waiting for the text back, Gary.
That's funny. All right.
funny.
So it's so hard to follow this without being able to be there. It is. It's tough on everybody, and I mean, but it's got to be. Even though the fans aren't there, you got to be feeling so much further ahead than you were last year when play just stopped.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to stop here as well, just because there's no national tournament.
Yeah.
So, again, we put ourselves in a position where if there was a tournament, we'd be one of those guys. So, that's disheartening. But we are playing for hardware. It is the UCHC tournament coming up next week, and it's certainly our plan as of right now to win that thing.
Yeah, the UCHC, it actually starts the March 31st, which is a week from tomorrow. By the way, baseball starts a week from Thursday. I'll get this right eventually, the whole calendar system. Okay. But anyway, a week from tomorrow, the UCHC quarterfinals begin. It's at the higher seed. That's the 31st, but then Friday, April 2nd, and Monday, April 5th, there are opportunities there for UC to host those games, and I think there could be 400-ish fans in there for each of those games, and it's a start. It's a start.
And it does put you in a kind of a position, Gary, where you're a college, and most likely fans are going to have the students are going to have some sort of a priority to be able to get into those games. I would assume.
Well, if you ask,
or their parents.
Yeah.
The 3,000 season ticket holders, they think they have the priority.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, they're calling me personally, so it's a tough one. Don't know where it's going to go. We'd love to have even just the 400. Of course we would. So we'll wait and see. It's above my pay grade, guys.
Yeah.
Now, I had texted Gary about getting in. That's a text that went unanswered when I reached out to Gary and said, "Hey, can you get me in for those playoff games?"
Let me tell you one thing. And this is for the Pioneers and the Comets and the men and the women for Pioneers. Utica has a great history of, during Prohibition, operating speakeasies. Now, I'm going to tell you something. We could put 4,000 people in that place, and the only condition is you can't make a peep. No one would ever know. I'm just saying. Turn the yacht into a speakeasy. We're done.
That would be. I'm not sure we want 4,000 in there not making a peep.
It's a very good point. Well, someday we'll get back to normal, Gary. We appreciate it, and thanks for taking the time, and good luck. We'll keep an eye on things.
All good. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. Head coach Gary Heenan.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.